EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the 22-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Let's go to work, y'all. Let's go to work.
From 17 yards out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Titans. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Oh, nice move. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy out. them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Caught by
it's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 42 yards.
And the Texans first down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 78 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a deep. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
For the extra point.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Lock now on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
46-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
By Tack McKinley. He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
21. Titans 14.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. From the gun, it's Locke. That's to his running back, complete. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. Well, that was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down, Texans.
This is Mostert. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
1 yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A 3-yard.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Texans will extend their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Locke working out of the gun. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
To number 28.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
And 10.
To throw it is Locke.
29-yard line.
It's complete to Brown, right side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking for the end zone. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Titans 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, it's Locke. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Flushed out right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. A final shot before half for Locke. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it. He's got a man. Complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
49-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the second down throw on target. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's good for a Tennessee.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 18. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd and short.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Texans 42, Titans 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 42.
And to give this time to the tailback. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Lock. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really...
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played with, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 43-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense. But, yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
15 yards on the play, first down.
15. First down, Houston.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The ball carrier.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Texans 48, Titans 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
The Texans
taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans will extend their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Here's Locke to throw. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Clock now on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big gainer, 2 in succession, as this one goes for 32. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Now Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Lock to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep. And got his man complete. The 30. 10. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So a big two-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they aren't back within a single point here in the fourth.
56. Titans 55.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.